again because I feel like I kind of want to make things like um light-hearted, you know. The other stream was so like moody in a way. I don't know, I just went off on a tangent and I feel like I don't know, I feel like I should just show up, and be a bit bright for people that could not join that stream. And I don't want them to like watch it and feel like, oh, this was just, kind of, even though there's nothing wrong with that, yeah. It's just I don't feel satisfied, yeah. I don't feel satisfied by the stream earlier. So I'm here again to try. Maybe I would, you know, this would be much satisfactory to me, yeah. So welcome to the stream. My name is King. Um my eyes look dull because of sleep, no sleep issues and all of that, but it's not a problem, yeah. It's just sometimes I don't sleep well, you know. Whatever, it doesn't matter. So this is Nigeria. I'm streaming from Nigeria. Where's everybody from? And I was talking about something like in the earlier stream about your day. So I want you to tell me something that you did today or something that you're experiencing today that is should I crochet? I feel like if I crochet now I'll go down a very quiet route. But anyways, showing off my work so far. I'm supposed to do up to like 32 rows, yeah. But I can't even count it now anymore. Like how many rows I've gotten done. Can't count it properly. I think I'll just keep doing until I get to the point where I'm satisfied. I want a very big bag and this material is perfect. So well, I've run out of the yarn. So I think I'm going to get more yarn and join it. Not now though. I just have it in the back of my mind here. I can order more yarn from Junior, yeah. Hello Eric. Welcome to the stream, welcome to the chat. Subscribe, you know, like whatever. How are you, Eric? Where are you from? My name is King. I'm from Nigeria. How do people even do this thing where they just like spam comments? Is it like on auto or you are typing it out? Curious. Okay, and I told my subscribers that I'm going to like read up on this book here. So I read not so much because I was like, instead of going too far into the book here, I want to narrate, the earlier um what to say, the earlier stories in the book. And it's just one story here, but there it goes off on several tangents. You meet several characters that may not be really principal to our story, but they are here, they are written here nonetheless, and we have to read it to get to where we are going to, right? Hey, I think when I get to like 500 subscribers, hello, Godson. Hi. Is that ho or hi? Hi, Paul Holland. Welcome to the chat. Yeah, welcome. Where are you from, Godson? This is Nigeria. Where are you from? My name is King. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Paul, for the compliment. Thank you. If you are new to the stream, you can subscribe, like, support my channel. Yeah. Why are you asking about my height, Paul? How tall do you think I am? How tall do you think I am? Godson, where are you from? This long introduction by the Italy. Oh, that's interesting. I've had a few visitors from Italy, like oh, Genesis, cool. Yeah, I should have more views. Yeah, just subscribe to the channel. I'll keep growing. Yeah. South Africa, South Africa. Yeah, South Africa is on my bucket list. One day, Fortune, I'll be there. Will you host me, Fortune? Mm, stop what mod? I don't understand. Godson. Yeah, I was talking about something. Yeah, I was saying that maybe when I get to like 500 subs, I would assign moderators to my channel. Yeah. Thank you, Genesis. Where are you from, Genesis? Where are you from, Genesis? I have a friend, yeah, that is called Genesis, yeah. But they moved away from my area, so I've not heard from them in a while. Uganda. Oh, I've had some Uganda visitors here. How is Uganda? Where in Uganda are you from? And I'm curious, is Uganda also divided into counties or states? You okay, Godson, I don't know what's going on, but okay. Is Uganda divided into states? Hello, Ricardo. Hi, hi. Welcome to the chat. Is Uganda divided into counties or states? Like our country is divided into states. We have 36 states. And I heard Kenya is divided into counties. That they have 43 counties. So I wonder if that's the same thing for other countries in West Africa or just Africa as a whole. I think South Africa has Uganda is one country. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know it's one country, but like for us, we have 36 states in one country. Do you guys have like tribal divisions like that or regional divisions like that? I know it's one country, Godson. Yes, I'm from Nigeria, Godson. Half Nigerian. Oh, did you grow up in Nigeria? Did you grow up in Nigeria or you were born abroad in Italy? Are your other parents from Italy? Italy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You said. I mean, like, you're half Nigerian. Is your other parent like Italian? Oh, Italy. Okay, 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 okay. That's fine. That's cool. That's cool. Um, what part of Nigeria are you from? Oh, don't worry. I don't need to know. I don't need to know because Nigeria has a lot of discussions of tribe and it's just so divisive, and I don't want to encourage that. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, I understand. No, my mom is Nigerian and Italian. Okay, I understand that. I think my chat lags. Sometimes I notice that after I finish saying something, I think that is when you start to hear it. My mom, Lagos. Okay, 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 cool to know. I don't want to do that, but yeah, welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. Subscribe, and all that and all that. So, Godson, are you a student? Are you a student or do you work? Hi, King. Oh, so someone say hi, King. Hello, Jojo. Hi, hi. Um, Genesis says, no, we are divided into district, but different districts used to have specific tribe living there. But now we are mixed up with so much intertribal marriages, hence living with less tribalism. Oh, that is cool. That is cool. God, Genesis. I think I'm going to look up. Um, I'm going to look up Uganda political distance, like system and all of that. How many districts are in Uganda? I go to college. I do everything. Godson. Okay. So like you're working and you're studying. That's cool. How are you managing? I hope you're not too stressed, oh Godson. Jojo, hi. Hi, hi, Jojo. Um, I don't know. Should I ask? If I ask, Jojo, where are you from? Yeah, and if you don't know, my name is King. You know, I'm streaming from Nigeria and all that and all that. The weather is getting gloomy because of the rains approaching. Yeah, so working and college. I can't imagine, how hectic that would be. But Kaduna State. Why? What makes you say that? Genesis. Do you have friends from Kaduna State? Do you have friends from Kaduna State? Hello, Ryan from Scotland. Hi, hi. Welcome to the chat again. Thank you for joining us. Do you know anybody from Kaduna State? Genesis. Bye, Godson. Thank you for stopping by. Subscribe. I come on live every day. So I'll be here tomorrow. That's very specific. Ah, very specific. Ryan, from Nigeria. From Nigeria, Nigeria. Because Kaduna has the most beautiful girls. I don't know about that too, but I know Nigerian girls are very popular for their beauty, eh? So um I don't know about that. I don't know about that. But yeah, that's interesting. That's interesting to hear. I think I'll start telling people that, like, do you know the most beautiful girls in the country are from Kaduna State? I'm like, where did you hear that? Is it online discourse? Or do you have a friend from Kaduna? District. Hmm. I don't know. The thing about intertribal marriages in this country is that it's not that it's not happening here, but I think there were story times then, like movies in our country then, like when I was a child, when they would make stories about like Romeo and Juliet, yeah, kind of ish, but it would be because of their tribes, yeah, like a girl, like an outside girl cannot marry an Igbo man, like something that they would even end up killing themselves because of the hatred between both tribes. Like these two lovers would end up, or the family would oppose the marriage so much, like it was just very prevalent. I think all those movies were kind of like sensitizing like the rest of the country that like we need to reduce this divide, between tribes and all of that in our country. So right now, Fazlidin, привет! Привет, привет! Добрый вечер! Добрый вечер! Как дела? Как у вас дела? Fazlidin, как у вас дела? So tribalism is like it's still an issue here, but I don't know if it is stopping people from getting married anymore. Like when I was a child, yeah, there's still a lot of skepticism around two different tribes, meeting and taking their relationship serious. But yeah, Toshi Harasho Fazlidin Kakrabutat Kakrabutat. Hello Rahul. Hi. Welcome to the chat. I know a few states in Nigeria, but not many. Igbo girls only want Igbo men. Those from Imo State normally are highly disciplined. For real? For real? Hello, Kumar. Hello. Well, like I said, there's still tribalism in the country, yeah? And I don't know, I feel like in online spaces it's kind of encouraged and rampant, yeah, and people use it to be sensational, like to get clout and all of that. But in the real world, I don't know, like the way I've interacted with different states here, I can say it's still very present, but it is not that seeding, bubble of unrest. Hindi, нет Hindi. Ni Hindi Kagden Brashul. Ah, Sio Namrana has Igbo girls only want Igbo men. Yeah, I've heard of that too, but it's not as if they want only Igbo men. I think Igbo girls that are raised in their hometowns are more trained, towards becoming the ideal partners for their Igbo brothers or their Igbo suitors. You get? So unless most the Igbo girls that are very open to other tribes are the ones that don't spend all their lives in their hometown, that have to travel around the country for school or work in a different state from their hometown, they might be open to meeting men from other tribes, you get. And I don't know anything about people from Imo State actually. I don't know anything about people from Imo State. I don't want to say that because I don't want to spread division with my platform. Like even if I tell you, yeah, it will be meaningless to you, but I don't know, it kind of affect people's perception of me as well. So I don't want that to color. I want people to just see me as a neutral existence, yeah, online. Kumar, funny you. Kagden Prashul. Faz. Moidin normal na. Fazlidin. Kak Simia. How should I say it? It's not family. Kak Simia. Familia, I think. Kak familia. Yeah? How is your family? My notice here. Um So I just want to be like a neutral entity here. When you come here, you just see me, you just know my name. And besides, I am an alien, so I don't really belong anywhere. I'm not from anywhere. I'm just alien, king the alien. King the alien. Mm, familia, da, как familia, хорошо. Что ты, что ты хочешь есть for, I think, what is dinner? Abi that is dinner. Zavtra, no. What is morning? Hal Hadjev Fazlidin. Нет. Fazlidin, нет. Familia имя, нет. Yeah. ya pagavariu at um um mama i papa brat sistrio druzia, niet zavut. Niet zavut. Izviniti. Niet zavut. Niet zavut. Yeah, yeah, have a pros at um what minye, like yagavariu mama, papa, siostre, brat, bratiev, druzie, i vi genshin, vi ribionak. Нет, 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 имя, нет зовут. Извините, пожалуйста, мой русский очень плохо. Очень плохо. Everywhere is dark. Okay, this is better. Jinat Simia jest. Jest. Tak, tak. Jinat Simia jest. Okay. Как у нас? О, как у вас? Хорошо? Я раз дочка. Хорошо, Фазлидин, хорошо. Хорошо. Sin. Okay. Wow. That is very good. Fazlidin. Очень хорошо. Очень хорошо. What? Ви ребенку. What is 20? 20 лет и 16. 16. Очень хорошо, Фаз. Очень хорошо, Фазлидин. Ребенок университет учит или работать? Учит в университет или работать? Сын учит в школе. В школу. Сын учит в школу. И дочка университет. Hello, Confab King. My name is King. How coincidental. Greetings, Confab King. Builders Workshop. Sin Shkula. Da. Dочка Universitet. Yes, my name is King. My name is King. Are you a builders workshop, like an association or something? What do you guys do? I'm fine. I'm fine for asking. Hello, Tucson. Hi. Komava too. How are you? Komava too. That is the name of my company. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. I assumed you were a company, obviously from the name, yeah. That's cool. Builders workshop. So that means like you train people, prospective, you know, people that want to work like in the building industry. I don't know how to say it. Kingsley. Oh, nice, nice, nice. I actually like this name to an extent because you can shorten it to Kings, yeah. French. Oh, my French is not literate, just a little French, yeah. Yeah, I like the name Kingsley because you can shorten it to Kings. Yeah, but my own name, there's no S, it's just King. That's how my name is. So that's a special name that I have. Oh, how to say it in French? Okay, okay. Um, join the channel, subscribe. I show up every day, and I usually talk about books that I'm reading. Yeah. Today I'm supposed to talk about this book I'm reading. Hello, brats. Hi, hi. Je comprends français. Hmm. Small, small. Samples of our products. Oh, I don't know about that. What are your products actually? What do you sell? And how would I like show it on stream? Like, what do you sell? What do you do? Because you're a builder's workshop, so I assume you work with like building instruments, and I don't know if I have an audience for that, but if you want to send me free samples, I won't say no. Hello, Brad. Hi, hi. Want to send me samples? I won't say no. I'm actually curious. Um, we produce stainless works and metal works. Oh, I don't know about that. I don't think I can. Ujinat, yes. Ujinat is dinner. Ah, Faz. T.S. Ujin. Ujin. T.S. Ujin. I don't I don't know. Like, I don't think this is the place to, I don't think I can advertise your stuff for you. I don't think I have an audience for stainless works. Unless people say they are interested in seeing stainless material from you, but I don't know how that would work. At the end of the day, you want to help your business, yeah. Um so maybe even if you send, I'll just be like, even if you send, I'll just be like, everybody, check out Confab, Builders Workshop, and this is what they do, this is what they show. If you want me to just do that, that would be okay. I can't pay for anything though. And my audience, I don't know if they, might want to order from your place. Ujin. Ti ujine ujinaesh. Ti ujinaesh. Faz. 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 Ti. Mes produits sont très nouveaux sur les marches. My products are very new in the markets. Okay? Je comprends. Je comprends. Um, the Ujin Boil. Oh, oh yeah. Okay, okay, okay. Harasho, harasho. Eu tô já, Ujin Bill. Bill. Oh, fast. The habit, two habit, no, habit is French, yeah? Maslach. I know this, I know it. Comment tu vas ce matin? Ça va bien, j'espère. How are you this morning? Ce sera sympa. Languages, calm down. Okay, Masla Kleb. Okay, I don't think I like yani у меня не нравится масло. Но хорошо, хорошо. Carlos, bonjour, bonsoir. Comment tu vas? Ça va bien, Carlos. Kings, sera sympa. Okay, so you're not even in my country. I don't know, that will cost you a lot. I think this simpa is a good thing, yeah? I think this simpa is a good thing. Like you're saying it is okay to be nice or something. If you're not in my country, it will cost you a lot to send it to me. I don't know. It will cost you a lot, like it will be expensive, yeah. No, Brad, check where you are. I think it's there. Your eyes are reflecting what you are seeing. Yeah, my French is not that awesome. I'm sorry. I understood that sentence because of my vocabulary. um, um. You've seen it, Abby Brat. You've seen it in your house. Okay. Um, what else can I talk? Masla Chleb. Let me check my notes. Looks like you eat fufu. You like fufu, Abi? Unfortunately, I'm not a fan of that. When last did you eat fufu, Marcel? When last did you eat fufu? And how do you like to eat your fufu? You like it? Oh, okay. I don't like fufu. I don't like it. I don't get why people Ghanaian. Oh, okay. I'm not familiar with Ghanaian meals, yeah. But I know you people eat like fufu, yeah. Obviously with fingers, obviously. But I don't like fufu. I don't like it, sorry. I'm so sorry to King, like I don't particularly understand the message, yeah. You're in Nigeria, okay? Gamburger Hatlet Miasa Kushal. You're in Nigeria, but I prepare couscous. Oh, couscous. You like couscous? How do you eat couscous with milk? Marcel, do you eat it with milk? I need to screenshot this so I can translate it here. Faz Gamburger Cutlet Miasa. Okay, cutlet. Yeah, yeah, is it yeah ravita or minye ravita cutlets? Miasa. Yeah, 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 ne ravita. That Spanish and a little of French. Multilingual kings. Oh, maybe you teach me French. You're in Nigeria, okay. I don't know. The thing about your product here, like you have to like discuss the whole expectations for me. So I'll see if I can meet up with your expectations. But my audience is like, we're just small. I don't even know if we're in 200 or what right now. Yes. So with pepper tomatoes, nas mnoga Gatoviat is to cook, yeah. KFC. Oh, niet. KFC очень много деньги. How to say, yani yes, eat that or yes, KFC. I have an email so you can, talk to me more, Kings. Pepper tomato Marcel, that is attractive to me, but I have to know how to cook it here. The last time I tried to eat couscous, I ate it with milk and I didn't like it at all. It made me fall asleep for some reason, yeah. It made me sleepy for some reason, but with pepper tomatoes now you have my attention because I like spicy food. Spicy food. And if there's like, do you like spice it up? Do you add like fish, chicken, to the couscous, Marcel? Sumit, hi, 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 hi. Hello, Sumit. Come in where? Like the conversation is open. You can contribute if you like. KFC, yeah. KFC, yes, yes. Unas, yes. KFC, yes. Yes. Uminya, yes. KFC, yes. Da. No, ja, nie. Ja, nie jest KFC. Потому что много деньги. Yani, деньги нет. Fast, деньги нет. Hello, Munir. Welcome to the chat. Hi, hi, hi. Welcome. Um, your favorite country is Tanzania. Cool, cool, cool. Have you visited Tanzania before? I have friends that live, family that lives in Tanzania. They've been happy since they moved there. So like I think it's a cool place to visit. Yeah. So many countries are on my bucket list. King, vi chivo kushaete. What does this mean? Chivo, kush. Niet. No, kurit is to smoke, yeah? So kushaete is what? You, this family, good look. Okay, I'll take that as a compliment to me. Thank you. Vichivo. What is chivo? I think chivo is like a sentence link, yeah? But what is kushaete? That means kush. Hello, Carlos. These emojis are very funny to me. Why do they look like that? Vichivo. Faz, yani panimayo. Yani panimat. Yani panimat. Извините. Yani panimat. Что это kush? What do I like to eat? I don't know. Ujentivo. Ujentivo kushali. Что это kush? Kushat. Kenya. What do I like to eat, Munye? Spicy food. I like spicy food, and I like very sweet treats like chocolate, candies, shortbreads, very, very sweet things. That's what I like, Munye. And I like spicy food. Like I would always eat a spicy meal, no matter what. Yes, ujin. Oh, niet. Ujin. 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 Ujin est un mouche. Ujin est un mouche. Ujin. Ah. Ni panimat. Пожалуйста, ni panimat. Это очень трудно vocab. Slava. Ujin, Slava, я не знаю. Ujin, Slava, я не знаю. Slava is new word, yeah? Yes, Ujin. 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 What does that mean? Oh my god. Hello, Ryan. KFC Kushali. KFC. Okay. Ujin eta dengue. KFC Kushali. Нет, я не знаю KFC. Я не знаю много KFC ешь. Потому что what do you say? Davai or something. Like I don't take it. Я не dav. David, yani David. So no, KFC Kushali, niet. I just wanted to say in attempt to the love from Scotland. Yes, Ryan, thank you for that compliment. Thank you for the compliments. Fazli Dean is Vinicius. I am hungry. Oh, oh, Fazli, ti ujin bol. But Pachimun ti hungry. Pachimun. You like the life of your city man village. Okay, I don't understand you, Munye. Sorry. What does that mean? The life of my city. What is that about? I don't understand. I am hungry. Fast leading. Oh, Davai. Davai, yes. Oh, Davai, yes. V am hungry chivo. Mm, am hungry chivo. Chivo, that's like you're talking about a person, yeah? That is a person. So I am hungry. Faz. Ti hoşeş jest ili ti hoşeş dajcie mnie jeść. Что? Ти хочешь есть или ти хочешь дайте мне есть? Что? Like the life of your city man village. That sounds like the start of the Burna Boy song. Like the life of a city boy. Oh yeah, okay. Like that's what it sounds like to me. I don't understand, Munye. Sorry. Try rephrasing your sentence. Maybe I'll understand it. Maybe I'll understand you. Oh. What do you eat? Это что мне do? What will I do? Do what, Faz? Что делать, Faz? Что делать? Что хотел, что хотел, что хотел делать? Yeah. I don't know, I'm mixing my grammar now. What? Do it. Uh, how? Как? Do what? Expensive. Дорогой. KFC ешь, это дорогой. Да. KFC ешь, это дорогой. So я не, you know. Hello, Mazan. Welcome to the chat. How are you today? Thank you for the compliments. Всегда много редко каждый день никогда. Никогда. Let's see. Why didn't I translate this into English? Gatoville. Gatoville. Okay. Oh. Um. Faz. Yanis Nayo Kak Gatovit KFC Kushal. Это правда? Ты понимаешь? Oh, thank you for the offer, Mazan, but no. Oscar, hi. Hi, hi. Thank you, but no. Daniel, Daniel, welcome to the chat. The way I'm so happy to see you. When eventually now, maybe you get bored, I'll miss you. Oh, Daniel. I think that is a compliment, Oscar. Is that a compliment? I am fine now. Oh, that's so nice of you, Daniel. Thank you. Thank you for showing up. Like, I went live earlier today, and it was really hard for me because I was so tired. I was so tired today. I was on for like 2 hours. And then after 2 hours, I was just tired. No, I will not start the story today. It's already late. I'll start the story on a fresh day. Maybe tomorrow, whenever you're like ready. Maybe me too, I'm also ready then. I'll start the story because the story is very, very like I have to draw a map for you to even properly narrate the stuff. Yes, now I was on earlier today. It's already like your time is different from me. Like it's already to 6 here, and I was on around like after 12. And I stayed for 2 hours, and then I got so exhausted, and then I went to eat something, and now I'm like, let me come back and see if I can try again. And I thought you'd show up, but you didn't show up. But it's okay. My timeline is not straightforward. My time is not straightforward. Don't keep the 12:30 in mind, though. I used to come sometimes by 1, sometimes by 1, mostly 1 at least you see me, but that 12 it might be shaky, you get. I ate eba and efo soup with pomo. Ujin bill uminya utibia chivo koshal vote do it. Yanis nayo kak gatovit faz. Ujin bill uminya utibia chivo koshal vote. You want Abby? I wish I can send it to you, but that's the thing about efo soup. It's just for one day. The way we've eaten it like this, don't finish for poto. Like that vegetable soup takes a lot of ingredients and it does not last. Just everybody just take and that's the end. So that's the only thing. But you people should have like African people should have like African restaurants there now. Abi, you have African. That thing is so funny to me. Like when people say things like, "Oh, I'm eating at an African restaurant," I'm like, "Okay." Not that it's not valid though, but it's just wild to me. Do you get? And I'm sure they are making a lot of money. That's why I don't cook. If I could food don't finish. Exactly. So like, if I was living alone, yeah, I'm not the type of person. Yeah, it's not the same. It can never be the same. That's why I'm always like, it's funny to me whenever I see all this African. If I go abroad, like, well, if I move abroad, I'm not going to be looking for African, like, restaurants. I swear to God, I will not look for African restaurants because I think I've eaten enough Nigerian food to last me for an entire lifetime. And I don't know. The only thing I think I would miss if I'm abroad is Gary. Like, I swear if I ever move abroad, half of my box would be like maybe 4 buckets of Gary. 4 buckets of Gary. 4 buckets of Gary. And the Gary they used to ship abroad, it doesn't have this, like, I mean, Gary's life. Thank God you agree. Because earlier in like the early stream, yeah, I was talking to somebody about Gary and how I've traveled to different states in this country and how I have tasted their Garys, and I've started making this companion of Gary. I would like to try sushi, but I don't want to eat raw fish. Yeah, I think it's going to be not good for my belly, but I would want to try other people's food. Like I want to try Indian food. Have you tried Indian food? How is it? I also want to try Chinese. This their main something main chow. What do they used to call it? Their noodles. I want to try Chinese noodles. I want to try Indian food. South Korean food too. I want to try it. Then Italian, style of cooking food. I want to try it. I want to learn how to cook like, Italians and their big meals. It's just like how is their pepper like hot like our own, like Rodo now. Like if you can remember the taste of Rodo. Pasta, the time about pasta. Even in Nigeria, I don't like eating spaghetti. I don't like spaghetti. Every time I eat spaghetti, I have to chew gari to get over it. So is that spicy? Oh, okay. Uh, that's why I want to try it. Yeah, I want to be the judge of it. The same pepper, but more. Are you serious? For what? Like, is there any meal you can think of right now that uses that like level of pepper? Indian food. So I'll keep it in mind in case I ever find myself abroad. I want to try out these their Indian meals. Oh, are you sure you are not just like you not just? It's very good. The spices are very good. Stop. I'll take your word for it. I'll take your word for it. All this there. See, the way we're talking about spices, my head is already scratching. My head is already scratching me. God, this is why I don't like talking about pepper in public. Like, I keep my pepper thoughts to myself. So, I keep my pepper thoughts to myself. If I start talking about pepper, my head starts to itch like badly. Since I was small, that's why it is. So I was talking about Gary, and I mean, Gary for me is not about drinking. My own Gary love is not milk and granite dependent. Eating, okay, Gary, fast. Eta Nigerian food, zavut. Eta Nigeri yedu zavut Gary. Ya ochin minye ochin ravita gari or ya lublu gari. Gari eta kusna abi something kusna. That's the word for delicious in Russian. Kusna eta ochin kusna. You know they means gari and sugar. Oh, fuck it, go for is a lie, Daniel. I ancient. Are you serious? Oh my god. Oh no, no, I'm not laughing at you. This is not a mockery of a situation. It's just this is exactly what my mom told me that she used to do. That her mom, that's my grandma, she would put Gary in her uniform pockets with granuts and she'll take it to school and she'll be chewing it in the class. Well, my mom says that's how my mom said she grew up. Like that's what she knew as lunch. Oh my god, that is serious. Oh, ah, let me see. I've come a long way now, Daniel. I've come a long way. Congratulations. For working hard and getting yourself to that point, man. Big ups to you. Me, the way I eat Gary, like, see, even if I eat chocolate now, and I love chocolate, I love chocolate. But once I eat chocolate and I drink water, I'm going to put Gary in a plate and take it to my room and just be chewing it like this. Serious? Daniel, what are you trying to say to me like this? What do you mean Chinachebe days? Oh my god. Wow. And you're working. I hope your work is not stressful on your body, bro. Chinachebe days. That's a long time, bro. Or should I say uncle now like this? You know that we don't talk about age here, so I don't want to guess anybody's age, and I don't want anyone to guess my age. But still, that's long. Ah. Anyways, big ups, big ups. I hope your work is not like difficult to my. So, God, why are you now saying Chinua Achebe? Okay, okay, you're just using him as a reference because you read Chinua Achebe, yeah. Okay. I'm so happy you're a book lover, man. Like I was talking about, like I don't even know how I just got on the topic of um secondary school. Yeah, when I was in just two, like the way I would just go to the library, take all those new editions of books, take it to my class and start reading like as if I'm eating food. Yeah, so I'm just happy. Yeah, it just reminded me that I still used to read though. Like even after like leaving home, going to boarding school and all of that, even university, I still read a lot. So I just remember that because I thought maybe my reading stopped with like secondary school or something, but it did not stop. It just got worse. Like not worse, like excessive. Yeah, it was so bad in secondary school. So I'm so happy that you read too. So I feel like yes, there's a level of appreciation, you know, that you have for the books that it's not just one book I'm talking about, but still the level of appreciation you show towards that story, yeah. Like I should have guessed, it was somebody that actually appreciates writing, yeah. Math teacher. Serious. I've never had that. Like a math teacher telling you to read. That's interesting, though. Your math teacher is cool. Like, a cool math teacher. All my math teacher, they just get obsessed. Like, they just really appreciate how well I did in their subject and whatever. And then my English teachers, what they did to me was they always told me to, they always like honed in on my writing exercises. They tried to make me write better. They tried to encourage me to write more. And they were so interested in reading my stories. So, but the thing about writing in secondary school was that I always had this threat of failure over my head, and somebody like timing me. Like we only had 1 hour now, 1 hour 30 minutes for each period. So, or 1 hour. So like, oh, she used to sell books. Probably that's why. Probably that's why. It's good to be stuck on reading, Ha! It's good to be stuck on reading because then, like, even if everybody experiences like periods of loneliness, and being alone and all of that nonsense, like when you get a new book to read or when you start reading a new book, somehow, like half of those feelings, no longer stress you out. You're not more tired of being by yourself. You are no longer scared of being alone. You just get lost in this new world that you found in this book. So that is why. Hello, Collins. Hi, welcome to the chat. My name is King. Oh, that's why. What was I saying? That's why. Like, no matter how people try to tell me things like, "Oh, you're too introverted," "You're too inside. Go outside. Go outside." You know, I'm always like, I'm not missing anything. Like I don't feel as if I'm missing out on being outside or going out because I get most of my stimulation from books, you know, social media. Then this your excuse is kind of wonky. What do you mean you don't have one social media? Okay, you're on Twitter at least, yeah? Are you on Twitter? Obviously, I don't want to know anybody's Twitter and I don't want anybody to know my Twitter. So, but like, if you don't have Instagram, I get. Also, Daniel, what kind of books do you enjoy reading? I know Nigerian authors are like goated, yeah. Classical Nigerian authors are good. Just YouTube. Oh, YouTube is not a bad social media. It's not a bad option. Yeah, I commend your dedication to that decision not to do social media. The only social media that I have fully sworn off is Facebook. I just hate Facebook. It's just so ragged. It's so ugly. You know, the vibes are off. The vibes are poor on Facebook. It's like, what are we doing here? Just like me going to one general market like this in Lagos, and it's just a whole mess. I can't connect to anybody there. And people are always like, I don't know. First of all, the very first Facebook account I had, I forgot my password, and that time it was Yahoo Mail I was using, and now Yahoo Mail has been sold off. So I don't think there's any way I'll ever recover that account. And all my friends and all of that. And kind of bothers me a bit because of the numbers, but it's like, who cares? You know, I gave up on Facebook. I don't like it. So I was saying about like your own books. Like, what books are you reading this period? Like, I'm sure you have your own haul, yeah, books that you buy for fun or something. What books are you reading? What books are you reading this period? I have this whole video I made on my channel. Yeah, I went to buy this selection of books that you're seeing now for my birthday. I wanted to like splurge, and I went to the store. Usually I used to spend like 10K, buying books, but this time, oh, I was like, let me buy the interesting ones, like anyone I feel like, yeah. And one thing about me that I like about me, when I select books, I don't select books based on the name of the author. Although those ones are separate, because like obviously you want to read popular authors, yeah, not TikTok popular. I mean classical authors who I beg. I don't do TikTok. Like classical famous authors that have won Nobel prizes, yes, those are the type of authors I know I want to look forward to. But like in a country like Nigeria, where things like that are not readily available and too expensive, yeah, so you just have to make do with what you find. So I like that I have this instinct for good books, yeah, at least books that I know I will enjoy. I would enjoy. So when I go to like my favorite bookstore, it's the only one around, Sha, and he's him as well. He's obsessed with books. Whenever time I go there, he's always arranging his books, and like it's a whole mess of pictures. Like if you check that video, you will see how disorganized his shop is, yeah, but books everywhere. So anytime I go there, I just like I'll spend like at least 3-4 hours, just searching through titles on there, like in there, like titles in the store, like just to like find the one that resonates with me, that I'll enjoy. Before you even like join my channel, there's this book I just finished reading, Family. It was sad. It was sad in the sense of like expected sadness. It's not like this kite runner that is taking you up and down, punching you in the face and all that. No, it's kind of like, okay, this character is in this situation, so therefore expect a lot of horror. Like the main character was a slave, and a slave in slavery America. So she tried to kill herself and her children, and the medicine she brewed for all of them, it only worked on her. Like all her children remained alive while she died. So she did not ascend to heaven or descend to hell. She stayed as a spirit, just watching over her children, you get. And she did not have any power to save them or protect them. She was just watching, you get. So it was interesting. I like the name of the book was Family, yeah. So I just finished reading before you joined the channel and all of that. So I think, yeah, 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 yeah. Like again, I'm asking, like, what kind of books, yeah, do you enjoy selecting? Like my own taste in books is very open to be changed, open to new things. That's my taste in books. I'm always open to new things. I'm not stuck on one genre, on one style of writing either. I'm open to everything. I'm open to everything to an extent. When I mean open to everything, I don't mean TikTok popular jingle books, so all this contemporary YA. That's not what I'm open to. I'm not interested in all those kind of writings. I don't even want to make critiques of them, you know. I don't know. I think it's just Faz. Spasiba Balshoi. Spasiba. Like Pat до завтра. Хорошо? До завтра. Хорошо? До завтра. Пока-пока. До свидания. I learned everything. До завтра. Да. Спасибо, вас. Спасибо. До завтра. Спасибо, Фаз. Пока. Пока. I have to work on my Russian, I say. For Faz's sake, I have to work on my Russian. Like, I don't want to be struggling when he's explaining things to me, yeah? I want to be able to communicate with him. Also, it helps me bilingual in this world. Like, you never know where you find yourself, you know? It helps me bilingual. Dear Rizlan, on Doma. Потому он болен. Рузлан, ты болен? Нет, я уже здоров. Я был болен, я был здоров. Она была больна. Oh, okay, I get it. Yeah, I want to learn my Russian. I have to be better at it. Like, seriously, the way I'm studying my mathematics, I think I have to create a time to just read my old notes. The thing about it is, like, there are some words that come to me very like muscle memory, yeah, like sleeper cell, just waking up, say this thing, because of how rigorous my study of Russian was. But time and lack of practice will do that to you, especially lack of practice. Hmm. Exactly. Visual is to see. Vidit. Vidit. I have to remember stuff like that. Igrat na guitar. Caro. Oh, Caro. E.Ts. Igrat. Futebol. Umil. Umiem. Yani magu igrat na guitar. Yani umil. Caro не может сегодня играть в футбол. У него болит. У него болит много. Его. Okay, Ivo is like person, like a person kind of what to say word, yeah, to link your sentences, I think. Chivo is what will you. Okay, I feel like if I try, I might be able to understand what Faz was saying. Let me see what Faz was saying. Faz say, okay, that was he was asking, what am I eating? Let me see. Ujim Bill, Uminya, Utibia, Chivo, Kusha. Oh, Kushal is to cook. Oh, what do you want? Whatever you want to cook, do it. Oh God, so easy. Now that and that's about me is that I don't work well under pressure. Like if I'm put on the spot here, I might like get hooked, get struck by pressure in my brain. And but after it passes, yeah, where there's no need for me to, I understand perfectly what Faz was saying. Oh, yeah, what he was just saying. He was asking me, what do I want to cook? That I should just do it, yeah. And I was like, ah, I have to do better. Maybe I should take time reading it more so that I can understand it. But I know kupit is to cook. Yeah, could you? No, that's smoking. Yeah, kupiu. Ti kupish. Oh, kushal is like past tense of kupit, I think. I think kupit is I think kupit is like to cook. And then when you say hadith is to go, to go and come back. Yes, it is to also return and go back. It is to that. It. I have to know this thing properly. Yeah, I have to learn it. Yeah. Which I will. But I think the more I interact with fast, I think my Russian is going to improve a bit. I just have to trust the process of making mistakes. And also, there's this level of pride I had then. Instead of me to like properly translate what I was learning, I was like, I'll always know this thing, and I didn't translate it or write the translations. Now I'm just looking at my notes, like lost, trying to figure out the context of it. It's not hard for me to figure it out here, but I wish I wrote it down so that to be much clearer, you know. So, what was I saying about books? Like for people that are interested in books here, I wonder, how people approach. Like I think Chimamanda is like one of the faces of our, publishing or writing like industry in this country. Yeah? But Chimamanda is not. I don't know how to say this without being. Chimamanda is not exactly representative. Yeah. Chimamanda is not representative. Her books are expensive, which I think all books are expensive actually. I think all published works are expensive, yeah. But the expense of like a Chimamanda copy, like or a Chimamanda book is just is expensive. It's expensive. I don't even. I think the only book I read from her was when she was way, way, way back. She was not really known, but she was already published here, and it was Purple Hibiscus. Is she the one that wrote it? Let me not go and make mistake. You know that Purple. I don't think she wrote Purple Hibiscus. I don't know. Hello, the Brothers TV. Hi, hi. Hi, 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 hi. Welcome to the chat. Nigeria. This is Nigeria. I don't know if she's on that proper hibiscus. Is she on that proper hibiscus? I have to check that from. Let's check that up. The Brothers TV, welcome. And one bad thing about me is that period when I used to read anything and everything I came across, I rarely ever focused on the author's name. I don't know why. It was not important to me. I feel like because back then social media was not really a big deal. So it's not as if you know somebody, you know an author, then you can have access to the author. It's just like you read a book and you just know the author's name, like just for ordinary knowing sake, yeah. So and me, I don't pay attention to details like that at all. So I just read books, and if the book is good, I say it's good. If the book is not enjoyable, I say so. Thank you, Brothers TV. Is it two people on this channel? The Brothers, or is that a name? In Nigeria, yeah. Where are you from? The Brothers TV. Where are you from? King is an alien, even though they are living in Nigeria right now, but whatever. What was I saying? So. An author's name, like even though that's like obviously like you're an author, yeah, it's in your name, you know. But whenever I read books back then, I wasn't really like hooked on that. I just wanted to devour the story, just get lost in the world. From Kenya, oh welcome, welcome. I have wonderful people from Kenya on my channel. I hope you're also a great addition to this channel. Please subscribe, like, support the channel anyway. Yeah. So. If I get to 2 hours today, that will be like 4 hours in one day. I only came 1 year, so that I went like to make up for how I wasn't satisfied with the first stream. Yeah. The first stream was very taxing on me. I guess I was just very. I don't know, for some reason I just felt tired from the inside, and I did not want to stop going. So, but now that I've had dinner, whatever, I feel revived. That's why I came back on. Yeah. Kenya is a cool spot. Yeah, Kenya is also in my bucket list. There are so many countries in Africa that I want to visit, purely for the tourist aspect, and tourism includes what, like geographic spots, geographic location, historical sites, like national parks, animals, and food. Food. I'm even thinking about it now, and I think I want to have like a clothing item from these countries, like something that is representative of every country I visit. Their like local wear, kind of like I think I don't see a lot of tie and dye anymore in this our country. Before it was everywhere. Like as a child, there was a lot of tie and dye, whatever. But now it's like it's now considered high fashion because they've gentrified it. And I don't know. Something that's very common in this country is the whole classism and lack of class solidarity in this country, where somebody will just claim to be an entrepreneur and we don't know this person's background or where this person is coming from. They'll just claim entrepreneur, claim that they hustle, claim that they made it, blah blah blah, and just appropriate something that grassroots Nigerians do on a daily as ordinary things, appropriate it, stamp a label on it, and start manufacturing it in um custom pieces, and then start to claim there was a lot of hard work. Nobody's saying you did not work hard, but look at the context in which you are existing. You're not existing in a vacuum. This is something that is going to hit hard on the grassroots Nigerians. It's going to make them like miss out now because you have gentrified it. You have made it something that is a class signifier. It's a signifier of somebody being a high class person. So people that want to sell it now are going to sell it with the assumptions that consumers that are buying it are from a certain class of buyers, which is not true. It's not true, and the market will run with it. Especially in this country, there's no such thing as what do you call it, class consciousness. There's no such thing as falling prices here. When prices go up, they rarely ever come back down, and people just have to keep bearing that load going forward. And it's just annoying because the faces of all this like gentrification going on, in our country, they are presented as what? Youth, young people. And it's like you just look like a bored rich kid, that just has so much resources that they don't know what to do with, and they're also seeking some level of social currency. You get, especially in the social media age, attention is currency, attention is gold. Social media influences is if you want to validate your class status, you have to have some level of clout online. It's just the way of the world now. You can't just be rich in your father's pocket, you can't just be rich in your own bank account. You have to make everybody know and be envious of you, especially in this country. And something about envy is that it comes with aspiration following closely. Somebody saying they are aspiring to be so in this country, they now start from the angle of praying, which is another, like, religion is a major exploiter of class, like of grassroots ordinary average Nigerians. Religious leaders exploit their congregations, exploit them, and induce a certain sort of psychosis, while fostering bigotry, hatred, and just ugly conservative ideals, patriarchal ideals into a mass of people. Like, you have to understand that before Buhari got in power, he chose his running mate Osibanjo for a purpose. Like, Osibanjo was a leader of a big church, Redeem, or whatever the hell they call it in their church. So he was a major religious leader in his church, and there was this whole thing I read where um they'll say they don't campaign in the church. They don't come to church to campaign. The church is separate from the state. But why is it that because before Buhari got in power, that first term, hunger dey for country, una dey talk about fashion clothes, abeg you. I'm watching you from America and I've subscribed to your channel. That's an incomplete statement, Sam. I don't understand. Is it that my conversation about, oh, ça va bien, Toure? My conversation about what I'm talking about, I'm not simply talking about clothes, fashion clothes. I'm talking about how the upper class in this country have gentrified fashion, and made it inaccessible for ordinary average Nigerians. Gentrification is a thing, okay, and it's very very common in where you live as well, America, okay. Gentrification of low income neighborhoods and And how do they come in? They come in with their bourgeoisie style of lifestyle. They come in with their art galleries, they come in with their cafes, and all of a sudden people cannot rent houses in those neighborhoods. All of a sudden the class of people that occupy that space have been bought out of their spaces, have been pushed out by exploitative real estate laws, you know. So I understand I don't know if you understand what gentrification is here, and I'm bringing it to Nigeria in the sense that Nigerians that claim to be entrepreneurs and fashion heads are using fashion to gentrify locally made goods and using it to appropriate locally made goods that only poor people, you know, usually have access to. I'm talking about tie and dye, okay? I'm talking about locally made textiles, you know. They've all been appropriated by high fashion in this country. You get. And it distracted me. I was talking about how Buhari was able to enter power because of religion, which is also another means that they use, like religious leaders use to exploit their audiences in mass. They induce mass psychosis upon their congregation. They foster paranoia. Then when they want to push their agenda, you know, with the government, even though the church and the state should be separate, it is Nigeria is a secular country, so the church and the state should be separate. But before Buhari came into power, because he was running with Osibanjo as a religious leader, of course he was endorsed by their general overseer in the church. And general overseer of endorsing a presidential campaign, a presidential candidate, what do you think his audience, his congregation is going to do? They are going to vote for the person. They're going to vote for the person. You know, it is not, it's 2 plus 2 is 4. That's how religion is with it. Wherever your religious leaders say in this country, you buy it hook, line and sinker. You eat it even to your own detriment, because you feel he has a direct line to God. He's the class captain of heaven. You know, he's Jesus' right hand man. Everybody's Jesus' right hand man. So that's what I'm talking about. Hunger cannot just exist in a vacuum, you know, and we cannot keep talking about hunger as if it's some kind of like what do you call it? We can't keep talking about hunger as if it's this inanimate, abstract, just innate kind of problem of the country that, oh, it's just innate. No, hunger persists because some people are having excess, okay? And for people that have excess, they glory in the status it brings them. Having excess means you are enviable without huge compensation. Well, you need to look deeper into your sources, okay, Sam. You need to look deeper into your sources, because there are some people that never get a penny from all these real estate agencies because of one clause or the other that is in their property. Some of them cannot find the deed of their apartment, and nobody's waiting for them. Nobody's waiting for them to find that deed. They just tell them, since you don't have the deed, I'm owning the, like, it's over to the government, and they can what to call it, negotiate with the government to buy the council of the place to buy the house, because you don't have your deed. And people that have lived there for generations, the third generation that is living there is probably not going to have, you know, an accurate, like, script of documents to present as ownership of the house. Do you understand? Like, real estate in your country, this America talking about, is very, like, it's like shark infested waters. Okay, if you are not smart, people will rob you blind. And people that when I call smart, I mean people that are not, like, competitive minded, people that are not thinking about blood in the water, people that are just naive about, okay, so since this is my house, this is my house. You know, it's not everybody that gets a huge compensation. If everybody got a huge compensation, real estate will not be as profitable as it is right now in that your country. You have to break down to talking about lion. You're talking about last person. um You're talking about you're saying the last person talking about fashion. In America, there are excess free food warehouses. Yes, there are excess free food warehouses, but there's still hunger statistics for your country. That your country is experiencing a level of hunger that has not recorded before. So I'm not saying America is worse off than Nigeria, and I'm not saying that you people are not, at least your hunger system, the hunger you're experiencing is different from the hunger Nigerians are expressing. Yeah, I'm just saying that as a Nigerian living in Nigeria and as a Nigerian living in America, your perception of what the hunger is might be skewed in the source or where it's coming from, that I'm here. Understand? Do you get? Yes, there are food banks in America. I'm aware of that. There are no food banks in this country, okay? And it is for a reason. There is no such thing as, there's no free thing. People say there's no free thing in America. They are joking. In this country, there's nothing free in this. Like when you talk about Nigeria, there's nothing free in this country. Free, nothing is free in this country. Nothing is free. And even the little that you have, you are being extorted and exploited out of it. Because in Nigeria, it is aspirational to have excess. It is aspirational to be a CEO. It's aspirational to exploit lower class people, lower class individuals for of their labor, of their body, of their labor, just to make yourself, just to call yourself a CEO, an entrepreneur. So, and again, I'm not speaking about fashion in the sense of, oh, I wear better clothes or I have better clothes, lion towel, or, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about how gentrification, like fashion has been gentrified in this country, to, and gentrification because it is the appropriation of locally made goods that have always been associated with poor people being turned into a status of class, a symbol of higher class people in this country. That's what I'm saying. What else I'm mentioning fashion for? I'm not mentioning it for to say, oh, I'm good at fashion. Nobody, I've never spoken about fashion as like something that I'm good at or something I want to even, like, I'm interested in that sense. I'm interested in fashion, but I've never brought it up on my channel. So I don't know where you come from saying I'm the last person talking about fashion. Like, what do you know about me? You don't know anything about me. I think this is your first time on my channel. You don't know anything about me, and if you don't know anything about the conversation I'm having, maybe listen first to what I'm saying before you jump to chat. Listen first and understand where I'm coming from before you jump to comment something that you have no context clues about. We're just talking about this material called tie and dye adire in this country, and I know there was a time where somebody was busy contesting about the price of their fashion house dress, and how they wanted, how the cloth is worth the price in dollars in this Lagos, and they were validating it, and other people were jumping champion, and I'm like, there's no class consciousness in our country. There's no loyalty among the classes in our country. People that are in the same class, and I mean lower class, middle class, they see each other as competition. Oh, I must be better than you, I will be better than you, I'll pray to my God and I'll be better than you. And those, the God that they pray to is led, is brought to them by religious leaders that desire to exploit them. Hello Jimmy, hi. It's brought to them by religious leaders that have only expectation in mind. That's exactly what I'm saying, Sam. Religion in our country, we say Nigeria is a secular state, but the state and the church are not really separate, except when it comes to taxing them. Now you cannot tax a church because you should not tax church, but the churches are busy buying out a lobbying for landed properties to build their religious camp. We're talking about factories, less churches and mosques. When do you know that, I think it's Redeem Adeboye or whatever, that his son is like in working in government, or has been lobbying. Like, I think it's last year I read the article where he was lobbying for this particular part in Kogi, this whole sheaf of land, like acres of land, for them to build their second redemption camp, their second redeemed city. It's not even camp, their redeemed city. Just a church owning a whole place of land, calling it city, Kogi. And I don't know if that bill was passed, or if they were able to acquire it, but either way it seemed like it was already in the bag, it was in the newspaper already. So we're talking about factories. We need to even talk about, we need to, so somebody that is doing that, where is the awareness to be like, no, I think as a religious leader, why the hell do you need another redeemed city? You already have a redeemed city in Ibadan. Where you want to form another redeemed city again in Kogi? Why? What is it going to do for the people there? Hola Jimmy, hi. What is it going to do for the people in Kogi? as a redeemed city. And Kogi, I feel like it's kind of a mix of both Christians and Muslims. So why is a church getting such shift of land from the government? It's getting dark. I don't know if I should end the live here. Let's say value increases yearly. Yes, I understand that aspect. Again, about the real estate, I understand that aspect. We Nigerians should learn to build. We cannot just say we Nigerians as if we are one people. There is a distinction of issues plaguing the country and the people and the populace, and populace mass awareness is very low. Like, mass awareness is so low in this country. How do you educate people on how their religious leaders, them giving their religious leaders 50 naira, 100 naira, 10,000 naira out of 100k, 100k out of 1 million? Like, how do you explain to those people that them giving tithing the church, it is enforcing them to, like, it's enforcing their oppression, it is adding to their oppression? How do you educate them? How do you make them see that all of it is connected, that their religious leader buying a private jet is based upon their exploitation and oppression for years and years that they've dedicated, praying to a God that this same religious leader promised them will also make them buy private jets? All they hear is, my God will make you a billionaire, and they will say amen. They will give their time, give their resources. They are not putting intellectual resources into, let's forget about the offering and all of that. Let's focus on the intellectual resources. Nigerians are not allowing their brain to be what stimulated intellectually, because all of their mental process is what? Labor and religion, labor and religion. If I work like a worker bee at my job, I'll have food to eat, and then I can now marry and give birth to children that will become more laborers for this elite overlord, for this monopolistic overlords. That is what is happening. Oh, don't question the system. Pray to God so that you can game the system and become an oppressor as well. That is how Nigerians, like, that is what the average, like, awareness or educational or not necessarily education, because most Nigerians are very educated, but this social awareness is very low, class consciousness is very low, and it is intended that way. Okay, it is intended that, because there's this aspect of aspirational politics where they call it hustle culture. Aspire to perspire, aspire to be an oppressor like Dangote, an exploiter, a monopolistic overlord like Dangote. If you cannot make it, it is your fault, not the system, not the government that you're elected to. Have your best interest at heart. No, it's not your religious leader that has lied to you and put you in a state of hypnosis about your prospects in life. No, not any of that. It is your fault. It is your fault. You're not doing well, so you should do better. Else, just resign to a life of marrying somebody and having 4 children at least, to become more laborers and worker bees for this elite class, for these billionaires. How many billionaires are in this country? That tells you how sick the situation is, how much wealth is consolidated among a few in this country. Hello, Hannah. Welcome to the chat. I'm very heated right now. My God. Why am I heated? Let's do lights. Let's do lights. My battery is low. We Nigerians feel that foreign countries will rescue. We're not serious yet. We're still dreaming. Yeah, thank you, Hannah. I hope you had a good day today. And the thing about that aspect of foreign countries to rescue is also another propaganda we are being sold. We are being sold the lie that if we can make it abroad, if we can travel abroad, our lives will be better. But we travel abroad, and even though the system is better than where we're coming from, we still end up as worker bees there. We still end up as worker bees there. And I agree that Nigerians are still dreaming, but you can't say they are not serious. I think they are seriously dreaming. I feel like they are seriously dreaming. That's what Nigerians are doing. Seriously dreaming. They are seriously dreaming. Enough of the seriousness and just wake up. Just wake up. My the day has gone, and everywhere is already dark, and I can't even see myself anymore. But But thank you for hearing me out. Thank you for your audience. I did this to just kind of like lift my spirit, and it worked. I feel better. I've said a lot of things I wanted to say, and I'm happy for Sam's presence here, contributing either ways. Intellectual stimulation. We need to rub minds together. We need to sharpen our brains with ideas. And I'm not talking about intellectual discourse, and I want to really avoid propaganda type of, like foaming at the mouth. No, I don't want that I want us to be grounded in our conversations. That is why, as much as you want the best for your country abroad as a diaspora person, the realities of the Nigerians in Nigeria, you have to hear them out. Okay, you have to hear us out. Okay, and you have to come to terms with the fact that your perspective is kind of grandiose, to the reality of what is going on ground here. you know so I don't know, I feel like it's already dark and there's no light, so I have to go now. Trying to reflect the remaining light of the sun. But anyways, thank you for spending time with me and for hearing me out. Subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow. I hope you people stay well and okay. If Daniel is here on the chat, bye bye, Daniel. I'm ending it here. Bye, Faz. Bye, Hannah. Bye, Sam. Thank you for spending time with me. Okay. Oh, my throat.